Hi guys, I'm Dale from VIA Technologies, and today I'll be showing you guys how to use a VIA Pixetto vision sensor and an Arduino board to control a driverless car using color recognition. Let's get into step one. Okay guys, here we are at step one, which is to connect the VIA Pixetto vision sensor to a PC. There you have it. And now what we're gonna do next is to get your micro USB cable and connect it to the micro USB port on your VIA Pixetto vision sensor. Next thing what you want to do is to connect it on the USB port on your PC, and then you gotta wait for a few seconds for the 3 LED lights to be lit. Once they're lit, that means it's successfully connected to your PC. And then last thing you want to do here is to remove the cover from the VIA Pixetto vision sensor. Okay guys, so we just finished with step one. Now we're gonna go into step two, which we're gonna configure the VIA Pixetto vision sensor. The first thing you want to do here is to open the VIA Pixetto utility. It's gonna take a few seconds, and there you have it, and you can clearly see the display. You want to enlarge that a little bit. Next, what you need to do is just go to functions and then click on color detection. Once you've clicked on color detection, you want to click on the maximum display of the two colors that we're going to be configured. Those two colors are going to be red and green because these are the two colors that we want the camera to recognize. Lastly, you want to just cross out this box here and then click apply. And once we click apply, you can clearly see on the display that it's already detecting red and green, and then you could just move it around gently as it's detecting the different color, the green and red color on this box that we're using. Okay, there you have it guys, it's working. Okay guys, so we've just configured the VIA Pixetto vision sensor. Now I'll be showing you guys how to connect the VIA Pixetto vision sensor to the driverless car. Okay guys, so first thing we're going to do here is we're going to attach the groove cable to the VIA Pixetto vision sensor. And then once we're done with that, the last thing we want to do here is to take the other end of the groove cable and then attach it to the expansion board, which is on the driverless car. And there we have it, we're finished. Now let's go into step three. And now we're here at step three, which is programming the VIA Pixetto vision sensor using blocks. So the first thing we want to do here is to open the VIA Pixetto Junior app, which is right here on my desktop. I'm going to right click and it's going to be open. Normally it takes a few seconds to open up. And here we go. Okay, here we go. It's opened up. So you can see over here just a quick little information. This is the VIA sensor categories of blocks, and then the rest you have controlled all the way down to output unit. We're going to be using most of these blocks over this side. Now we're going to be creating blocks using these two categories that will allow us to control the driverless car. The color green will tell the driverless car to move forward, and the color red will make it stop. Now let's get into our first layer of blocks. So let's set up our first layer of blocks. From the first layer, I'm going to go to the control category, and then I'm going to get set up block. And then once I get the setup block, I'm going to go back to the vision sensor category, and then I'm going to get the initialize vision sensor, and I'm going to put it right in the middle of the setup block. This block will relate information to the VIA Pixetto. Lastly, what I'm going to do here, I'm going to select pin 0 and pin 1. The reason for doing this is to make sure that there's a connection between the Arduino board and the VIA Pixetto. RX means to receive, and TX means to transmit. We're using pin 0 and 1 because they're more reliable. So, second layer of blocks, how to create the blocks to make the driverless car move forward. First thing we want to do here is go to control. Select the if then block to create an event. Now we're going to go back to the vision sensor category, and we're going to select object is detected, and we're going to insert it inside of the if then block. This block will make the VIA Pixetto report that it is detecting an object via a command from the Arduino board. If this condition is true, the block inside will activate the event. To make this event true, we're going to go back to control, and we're going to use the if-then block again to create an event, which is to make the VIA Pixetto report that it is detecting an object that is green. So we're going to put that inside right here. Now, how are we going to do that? We're going to go by the logic category, select a logic block, this one, and we're going to insert from the vision sensor category an object type, and the object type that we want to detect is going to be green. So we're going to select that to green. We're going to slide it right in here. We also want to select equal to make sure that the object type is equal to green, and we're going to insert it right into the if-then block. Now we're going to go to the in-out category, and we're going to select the built-in LED logic state. So I need to find that block, which is here, and I'm going to select it to high, and I'm going to leave it here. So this block will report that it has detected the color green, and the motor will power on. Next, I will select the write to PWN pin value and put it under this block. I will select pin 5. The reason why I'm selecting pin 5 is because this pin controls the motor. This may be different based on the board design. Then I will set the values, which is going to be the speed, at 65. You can adjust the speed according to what you want. Lastly, I will add this right underneath the if-then block. The Arduino board will command the motor to turn on and move when it recognizes a green color or a green object. Last thing, guys, carefully review the Arduino board user manual if you're not sure about these pins. If the pins are wrongly selected within the different blocks, the motor may not start. Okay, now I want to instruct the driverless car to stop when the VIA Pixetto vision sensor recognizes a red object. For this, I will click on the if-then icon and select else if in its strolling menu. And as you can see, some space are open up here. You can go ahead and close this section. The if else block, make sure that the event is true. We're going to do this by going to logic and selecting the logic block. When we select the logic block, I'm going to go back to the vision sensor category and add the object type. The object type is going to be a red block. I'm going to put that inside and always go and select equal. Then I'm going to insert the else inside the else if block. The VIA Pixetto will report the event to the Arduino board, which will command the motor to stop if it sees a red object. Now we're going to go to the in-out category, and I'm going to find the block put built-in LED to logic state. Put this over here. I'm going to select low so it reports that it has detected the red color and the motor will power off. Next, I will select write to PWN pin value, and I would put it underneath this one. I will select pin 5 because this pin controls the motor. This may be different based on the board design, so you need to check. And then I will set the speed of the motor to 0. This can be adjusted based on what you want. Now that we're done, the Arduino board will command the motor to turn off when the VIA Pixetto recognizes a red object. Okay guys, now I'm gonna go to the control category and I'm gonna get a delay block, which I'm gonna put right underneath here. I'm gonna put 20 milliseconds, and the reason I'm doing this is just to set up a timer for the motor. Last thing I would advise you guys to do is to carefully review the Arduino board user manual if you're not sure about the pins on your blocks. If the pins are wrongly selected within these blocks, the motor may not start, as I've said before. So great guys, so we've finished step 3 of setting up all our blocks that we need. Now we're gonna go into step 4. Okay guys, so since we've finished with step 3, now we're gonna go into step 4, which is reviewing the blocks combination and uploading the codes to the driverless car. So let's go straight into it. Review the blocks so you can clearly see that all the blocks are together, the pin numbers are right, you've set your value, and here we're at 0. Now I'll show you to upload the codes to the Arduino board on the driverless car. Okay guys, to upload the codes, first connect the micro USB cable to the PC via the USB port. Then connect the other end of the cable to the micro USB port on the Arduino board on the driverless car. Okay guys, so since we've already established the connection with the Arduino board to the PC, now we're going to upload the codes. So what we need to do first is to click here on this icon right next to code, and then you're going to see all the generated codes over this side. Okay, next what we want to do is click on the drop down arrow on no hardware and then connect to Arduino Uno, and that's there we're establishing the connection. Next you want to click on not connected, and when you click on not connected, here you see a pop-up on your desktop, and then you just want to click the button connect, and where it says here we're connected. Next you want to click on go editor, which will take you to the VIA Pixetto Junior application. Now the last thing you want to do here is really easy. You just click on upload, and there you go, all the files are being compiled and uploaded to the Arduino board. Takes a few seconds. We're finished, success, compile success, and you can see at the bottom here it says upload finish. So that's the end of step 4. Now we're going to go into step 5 and have some fun testing our new driverless car. Okay guys, now that we've finished with everything, I got my VIA Pixetto vision sensor, the Arduino board attached to the car, and I got my 2 balls. Let's go do some testing.